Join us as we embark on a unique camping adventure in the stunning Rocky Mountains of Colorado with our new inflatable cabin, the London 360 Discover M by Sonmez Outdoors. This trip is filled with exciting firsts, including our first time using an inflatable tent, a wood-burning stove in a tent, and sleeping on cots. Despite the cold mountain weather, we stay warm and cozy thanks to the wood-burning stove, adding a whole new level of comfort to our camping experience. Throughout our trip, we prepare a variety of delicious meals over a campfire, showcasing the joys of cooking outdoors. Be sure to stay to the end to hear our initial impressions of our new inflatable cabin.
How about right here?
Yeah, I think this looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hear the sound of the unseen.
So this is the London 360 Discover tent made by Sonmez Outdoor. This is the monstrous tent that we'll be testing this weekend. This tent weighs over 100 pounds. It's an inflatable tent. So you actually fill it up with air, and there's a tube structure that supports it. I can see it rising.
Yeah.
Like dough baking in the oven.
Makes you so excited because you know how good it's gonna be, right?
It looks like it's coming to life.
Yeah.
Should we help it a little bit?
Yeah.
Though the darkness seems so
Wow, look at that. Holy heck.
It's so solid now that it's filled with air.
Yeah.
This thing's big.
I've never experienced a tent like this before.
Oh my gosh. This tent is incredible.
come and rest your
Okay, Corvus, you want to come check it out?
You want to see what's inside the tent? Go on in.
Come on.
Wow.
What is
Oh my
this? What is this?
gosh. Corvus, what do you think? Holy cow, buddy. This is his first time ever being in this tent.
Oh my gosh. What do you think, Corvus? Is this so exciting?
Oh, wow. He's
Yeah.
liking this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, Corvus, this is amazing. And there's so much more in store.
So we've got the tubes on either side protected from Corvus's claws.
Oh,
So
yeah.
hopefully they'll get a little protection. Should we open the windows?
Yeah.
Okay, let's work on this one.
Okay.
I love the amount of light that gets in this tent. It's funny, now that Corvus is invited in,
He wants to see
he's
stuff.
like,
He's like,
but it's
what?
so cool to be outside.
So many windows.
I know. Every wall and ceiling is basically window.
Yeah, because when you come out to nature, you don't want to not see nature. That's the whole reason why you're out here. Yeah, it's almost, seriously, floor to ceiling windows.
Yeah, these tubes are so taut, so solid. You know, there's almost no giving them.
That's awesome.
is another first for us. So we're on our third first. Our first is this tent. Our second first is a wood-burning stove inside of a tent. And our third first is the cot.
Yes.
Counting the days till I can see you again. If you've been watching the whole time.
Wow. The temperature is totally dropping.
I know. I didn't think it was going to get this cold.
I did not either.
It's really nice to see the sky and the trees in here.
Uh-huh.
To me, that was one of the main reasons to buy this tent, is so that you can still see the sky and the trees. I still feel like I'm in the outdoors. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
All right, so we set up the tent. We put the wood-burning stove inside, and we set up the cot and the mattress. Unfortunately, at this time of year, it's kind of unwise to be cooking inside of your shelter because bears have already come out of hibernation for the season.
So we started a fire here, and we're gonna cook our dinner on the fire tonight. I think we're gonna do a foil wrap, which will be burritos.
Nice.
Yes.
Burrito night. All right, so the burritos are on the fire, heating up inside their foil packets. And I think they'll be done pretty soon.
Yeah?
Should we open up a bottle of wine?
Yes.
Which bottle should we open tonight?
Let's do the prophecy.
So it looks like this is a 2018 red blend. Wine and burritos doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wine, burritos, beautiful sky, amazing.
Holy cow, the stars.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Real good.
So these are potato burritos. We have potatoes, Beyond Meat, onion, garlic, red pepper, zucchini, and cheese. I'd say they're dang good.
Topped off with some hot salsa.
I fed Corvus first. I always feed him first.
What an unbelievably peaceful night. Oh man, this burrito is so good. There's something about rewarding yourself with a warm meal after doing a lot of work in the outdoors. Hey, look at the sky. We've got an epic number of stars. All right, here we are, all cuddled up in our new tent for the night, and it looks like it's gonna be an awesome night.
I think it's gonna be spectacular.
So we decided to not put logs in our wood-burning stove tonight. It's just too late, and we're too tired, and we're just ready to go to bed. So we've got our negative 40-degree sleeping bags, so we should stay nice and warm.
And Corvus is bundled down with a lot of down blankets, and he is passed out.
Yeah, he's already
He is tuckered
fast
out.
asleep.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you in the morning.
Yep, that's it for day number 1. We'll see you in the morning.
Good night. Good morning. Today number 2.
Day number 2. How'd you sleep last night?
I slept good. I slept warm and comfortable.
Yeah, how did you like sleeping in this tent?
I loved it. It was warm and spacious. I loved sleeping on the cot. I loved looking up and seeing the stars.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I loved being able to just look up and just do a quick glance around, and you can just clearly see there wasn't like a bear lurking right outside one of the tent walls,
Yeah.
which is always comforting to know that.
Yes, I agree. I think I slept the best I've ever slept camping.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's saying something. Yeah, I slept pretty good as well. I slept very warm till it got down to 27 degrees Fahrenheit last night.
Wow.
Yeah, there's condensation on the inside of the skylights. Really no condensation on the side windows though.
Right.
It's interesting. There's so much room in here. Corvus has his bed down there, and he stayed warm and toasty all night under all of his blankets. Should we start a fire outside so that we can make breakfast and coffee?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So we did not put wood and start a fire in the wood-burning stove last night, but we will tonight. because we definitely need to test that aspect of the tent out. It should get just about as cold as it did last night tonight, so that'll be a good test.
Right.
All right. So once again, we can't cook in the tent on this trip because the bears are out for the season. They've come out of hibernation. So we're cooking in a fire pit, and for breakfast,
We're going to have breakfast burritos, but I'm going to attempt to scramble some eggs on a stainless steel pan and mix that in with my burrito pre-mixed meat that I made at home and wrap them up and have a burrito. Start with putting some olive oil in, butter. This is coconut oil. All right, so now I'm gonna crack some eggs in here. So now I'm gonna put the meat mix in here. Put some cheese in there.
Oh, we must be sure there's no turning back.
I think these burritos are gonna be awesome.
Here on the telephone.
This is where I'm gonna need your help.
All right, time to get the contents into the burritos.
Yep.
Looking pretty good.
There is one and two.
Oh man, I'm excited about these burritos. A little hot salsa on it.
I think they're good.
Yeah, these are awesome. I think they turn out a little bit better than pre-making the burrito at home.
Yeah, I think so too.
Looks like a little bit of blue skies coming out. What a burrito. This is one of the best.
All right, so it's lunchtime and we broke open a bottle of red blend. It is Old Soul Folklore, and this is a new one for us. It's a 2021. So we decided we're gonna have pizza this afternoon because it is a low wind day and feels like a pizza day.
Yeah, pizza, my favorite meal.
On this pizza, it's gonna be a cheese pizza with Beyond Meat spicy sausage topping and garlic and onion.
Awesome, sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna start by rolling out the pizza dough. So I just buy the pre-made pizza dough just because it's just easier for me to do it that way. So I'm just gonna knead this out a little bit, flatten it out. And I just kind of flip it back and forth. I like to knuckle it out. Nothing better than cooking outdoors. Okay, so now I'm going to add a couple cloves of garlic. Typically I have these pre-cut at home, but I decided to do a little bit different this time.
So if you've been watching our videos, you know that we always make our pizzas in this 6-quart Dutch oven. Put a layer of sand on the bottom to help prevent the pizza from burning on the bottom. And then we put a layer of parchment paper on top of the sand. And the pizza sits on top of the parchment paper. So we bought this parchment paper that's already in the shape of a circle and put that inside the Dutch oven. It's a little too big, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut parchment paper down to size with a pair of scissors.
And one little tip that I do is I poke little holes in the pizza dough because that helps prevent getting air bubbles. Put this in the oven. Dutch oven. Spread it out a little bit here. I've curled up the outer ring of the dough. That's gonna have a nice little crust. And then I'm going to just spoon in some of the pizza sauce. Smear that around. All right. So now I'm going to put cheese on. I always like to put a little bit of cheddar cheese on my pizza. I know that might seem weird to some of you out there, but I like to keep it exciting. And then I have some pizza cheese blend, which is mozzarella, Parmesan, provolone, and then I like to do just straight up Parmesan because I think it just gives it an interesting flavor and texture. Right, so now that the cheese is on, I'm gonna sprinkle some of this garlic around, and I have some pre-cut onion. Then the next order of business is the meatballs. And so for this, kind of just break it up a little bit and place it as so around. All right. Now, the very last thing that I'm going to do is put the pizza seasoning on. And this is a combination of red pepper, oregano, thyme, basil. And then I think this pizza is ready for the fire.
All right, now it's time to prepare a spot in the fire for the Dutch oven. We want to have a good number of coals underneath the Dutch oven, but we also want to have some coals on top of the Dutch oven as well. So I'm going to move some of these logs off to the side. Kind of prepare a flat base for the Dutch oven. All right, I'll put the lid on the Dutch oven, and then use this lifter tool to put the Dutch oven into the fire. Okay, now we need to start a timer for, what do we usually say, 10 minutes? And as we're doing that, I'll put some of these coals on the top of the Dutch oven, so we could get some heat on the top of that pizza. And there we go. So we'll bring you back in 10 minutes and we'll see how the pizza's looking. All right, it's been 10 minutes and it's time to check on the pizza. The amount of time it takes to cook a pizza varies greatly depending on the fire and the weather conditions. We've cooked pizzas that ideally should have been in the fire for a total of 30 minutes. And we also have pizzas that were done in as little as 13 minutes. So that's why we do our first check at 10 minutes to see if it's going to be a 13-minute pizza. All right, after 10 minutes, we took the pizza out of the Dutch oven. This is an interesting one. It actually got pretty black around the edges, but the very bottom of the pizza, the center of the pizza, is not black. And so every time we cook a pizza, each pizza has its own way of cooking and its own characteristics. This was today's pizza. So what we decided to do is cut off that burnt outer crust. We're gonna put the inner part of the pizza back into the Dutch oven on a new sheet of parchment paper and cooked it a little longer since the inner part is still a little doughy. All right, pizza attempt number 2. We put the inner doughy part back into the Dutch oven and we're gonna cook it up a little bit more. All right, we put the inner part of the pizza back in the Dutch oven in the fire for roughly 4 minutes and it's looking like perfection. Look how high it's raised. How is it? Really good, huh? Awesome. Yeah, what a crazy pizza. The outer crust ended up getting completely black, but the top and the bottom didn't cook. It's always like one of those 3 areas ends up cooking faster than the others.
Yeah.
And it's always a guess as to what's gonna happen. I wonder why this one got so burnt on the outer edges. Wow, this pizza is amazing. It's nice to know that we can always have that recovery plan. If the outer edge gets completely burned, cut it off and put the pizza back in. Mm-hmm. That was a good idea. Wow, this is really good. There's a lot of spiciness to it.
Yeah.
Where does the spice come from?
Probably the garlic and the pizza seasoning.
Okay. I don't know what it is about pizza, but it's still my favorite outdoor meal. How about you? Mm-hmm. All right. So one nice thing about this tent is it has an awning in the front. And so we set that up in preparation for a rainstorm that is about to hit. And we collected some firewood. We used our silky big boy to cut chunks of logs the right length to fit inside of our wood burning stove, because we're gonna build a fire inside that stove inside of our tent tonight. And yeah, so now we're kind of just hunkered down right outside of our tent and ready for the rain in case it comes.
Pretty nice and cozy, having some wine.
We're on a second bottle of wine. This one is a Prophecy Red Blend 2018. Would you like some?
Sure.
Here's Prophecy Red Blend 2018 that we're drinking. But yeah, for the first time this weekend, we're hearing the sound of thunder. Have you seen the flash of lightning yet? I haven't seen that.
No, I have not seen any lightning.
It'll be interesting to see how good of a protection this is for us. I think it'll be good. However, the wind is blowing from the south, which is my way, so I could see this whole section getting rain, and I can see me having to move my chair over to your side and join you.
Right. I was thinking we could maybe try to make something with that extra small tarp as a blocker. Okay, we are super excited. We finally have everything situated and organized. And there is Tom sitting on the front porch enjoying some wine. And this is our amazing inflatable tent. Here, starting from this view, we have a wood burning stove. We haven't tried out yet, which we will do tonight. So we cut some logs. We have a fireproof mat underneath that to protect everything. And then if I come up this direction and pan a little over, we have a hanging organizational unit. And then over here, coming over here, we have Corvus. And Corvus is tuckered out, so he's on his bed. And I have all of his blankets and coats, leash, and harness, anything I would need for him. Another can of bear spray, a towel to wipe off the condensation of the windows. And here are our sleeping bags. We have -40-degree Western mountaineering, and these are my favorite bags. They're amazing. And we sleep on a 14-inch inflatable mattress on a cot. And I love this setup because if you look under here, there is tons of room for storage. There is a lot of storage space under here. And last but not least, we have this amazing shag carpet for insulation.
That rug is amazing.
And it keeps it so nice and cozy in here. So we also have these LED rechargeable lamps that we have hanging around, so we don't always have to use our headlamps, and it just creates a nice ambiance.
And we have a Devos light too.
We do have a Devos light, which is amazing, and it really lights up the room, just like Tom's personality. Okay, I'm gonna cook Corvus's dinner and Tom's and I's dinner, and Tom and I are having potato burritos again.
The temperature's just plummeting like a rock again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to have this nice hot burrito.
Oh, yeah.
And we get to have a nice hot tent
Oh, yeah.
for the first time.
Wood burning stove. We'll see how it works.
Yeah.
Look at the sky here.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. A warm burrito. Doesn't get any better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Holy cow, this might be perfection.
Yeah.
Dang. Nice job. You should always be in charge of the burritos. Cheers.
Cheers.
To an amazing day at 9,500 feet in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado.
Yes. Yeah, it was a fun day.
Oh, wow. What a burrito. Completely hot all the way through.
Mm-hmm. I think the burrito turned out really well.
I do too. Might be the best ever. I've got itchy head syndrome from the hat.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I hate having a knit hat.
Day 2. I mean, even with this type of a hat, it's just itchy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice to have that cot because we could store so much gear underneath it.
Yeah.
I can't believe we used to stay in smaller tents without a cot. How did we fit our gear in there? I don't even know how we did it. Wow.
What the heck? Something wrong with you? Tourette's?
Oh,
Water?
itchy head.
I know. I hate
All right,
the
I've had
itchy
enough. I'm switching to a hood.
I know.
Never wearing a hat ever again. This place is amazing. It's a little bit mind-blowing and a little bit amazing. All wrapped up into
There's
one.
a song. That's a song. A little bit.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
No.
It's no song. It's like a little bit. If you can figure this out, help us out. A little bit something. A little bit something.
That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for another first for us. We're going to attempt to light a wood burning stove inside of our tent. So far this year, for all of our outdoor fires, we've used a long reach match and Royal Oak tumbleweed starter. So I'm thinking we use the same stuff to light this fire as well. First thing we want to make sure is that this handle is straight up and down to allow maximum amount of air in and out of the stove.
I believe that is called the flue.
Okay, so now it's time to put the tumbleweed inside the stove. So we go ahead and strike the match and light the tumbleweed. Tumbleweed has started. So now I'm going to put some of this kindling on. So slowly I'm putting in bigger and bigger pieces of wood. Enough wood to begin putting in some of the smallest cut logs. Maybe now, shut the door. See how it goes. You can hear it. Right, do you hear that? Wow, we have a fire in our wood-burning stove.
That's so exciting.
It is. Thank you. Cheers
Cheers.
to our first hot tent experience.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice in here. I mean, we even have the doors wide open. And already though, I could feel the warmth in here. It's amazing.
Yeah. I've just never experienced a camping experience like this.
Yeah, this is a game changer.
It is.
Yeah, the huge pluses of this tent to me are the fact that it's supported by air. So it doesn't have, like, for example, a central pole that would sort of get in the way of everything. It's got a frame of this air skeleton, and it pushes the tent away. So it's not a tent that sort of sags. The walls aren't sort of sagging and curving in. They're being pushed out by that skeleton of air. And that, you know, that provides all of this room. And then the skylights, and then the 360-degree windows on all sides of the tent. I'm really the only section of wall that doesn't have a window is the wall that's behind the stove.
And it is definitely getting nice and toasty in here.
It is getting so warm. It's unbelievable.
I love it.
All right, should we go to bed?
Yes. Good
Okay.
night.
So that's it for day number 2. We're gonna go to bed, and we'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Just one more bed. Let's find a brook or stream, my friend.
All right, good morning and welcome to day number 3.
Day number 3.
The clouds are breaking up and the blue sky's coming out. It's nice right now. The wind is supposed to really pick up later today though. So it's supposed to get up to 20 miles per hour and even beyond. So, but right now there's just a very light breeze. So I think it's the calm before the storm.
So we're also going to start breakfast, and we decided on burgers and fries for breakfast.
So yeah, burgers and fries for breakfast because we can and we want to.
Right? We're grown adults.
No one's gonna tell us what to eat.
All right, so let's do it. So I'm gonna put some olive oil in the pans. And we make our own fries at home, just getting a good old russet potato, broiling it with some salt and pepper. So we got the burgers in a pan and the fries in a pan, and time for the grill.
It's like I've always dreamed. True harmony,
Perfection.
There you go.
Nice job.
For the condiments, we have ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and hot sauce.
Awesome. I think I'm gonna go for classic ketchup and mustard.
All right.
I love these little condiment holders. Comes out really nice.
Fries turned out really well.
I know, those fries are amazing. Wow, I think this burger and fries turned out perfect. All right, been waiting for this moment all morning. Wow, this is so good.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, nice job. Oh man, I can tell already this might have to go into our regular rotation. Wow, that meal was Awesome.
Good.
I just demolished those 2 hamburgers and fries. That was incredible.
Oh, that's good.
These are our first impressions of the Sonmez Outdoors London 360 Discover M tent. First, it's super easy to set up. There are no poles, all you have to do is fill it up with air. Second, the structure feels solid. When the wind blew, the tent barely budged. Third, the tent provides a 360-degree view through all 4 walls and the ceiling. Fourth, it's a hot tent. You can put a wood-burning stove inside. Fifth, you can get airflow through mesh on all 4 sides of the tent. And sixth, there's a lot of headroom in the tent. Tom is 6'2" and his head doesn't come close to hitting the ceiling. Overall, we're really pleased with the tent and plan on getting a lot of use out of it. Well, our camping trip had come to an end, and now it's time to pack up.
My cars.